So, welcome back to Watering PSUs, and today we are talking about the new Slim series from MSI. For those of you who haven't seen it, basically MSI came out and re-released their whole lineup of GPUs from the Ventus to the Gaming X Trio all the way up to the top of the line card, and they made them slim. So, what does it mean? Well, they are simply less thick. Now, this might seem like a very pointless thing to talk about, but it's actually interesting because we can actually cover a little bit of the story of the RTX 3090, especially of the RTX 4000 series in general, and actually give you a piece of advice on if you should buy these cards or not. So in case you don't want to waste any time, I will just tell you my opinion directly. My opinion is, yes, these cards are good. Maybe for the RTX 4090, I would prefer a standard thick card, but for the 4080 Super, 4070 Super, all the other cards, they are great. So if you just wanted to hear this, drop a like and a sub and you can close the video. But in case you're interested, you can stay, we'll go over it. Why were RTX 4000 series cards so big, especially like the RTX 4070 Ti? Is a very efficient card, so there's no point in it being like literally this thick. We have had an RTX 4070 Ti Aero from Gigabyte, which shares the design with the RTX 4080, because this way manufacturers don't have to remake their coolers, and that card is massive. But that's the key point. They don't want to remake coolers. So what happened is, back in the day, when the RTX 4000 series was in development, it was supposed to be much more power hungry and much more high in temperatures as operating temperature, with a much higher TDP basically. Power supply requirement at the beginning was supposed to be 1000 watts, whereas now it is just 850 watts for the RTX 4090, because NVIDIA actually improved the design. So what happened is AIB partners like MSI, Asus, all these makers, they had already designed their cards to be able to support much higher loads of power, basically. So they did not just remake them very close to launch, because it would have been economically viable. Basically, every RTX 4090 in the market, from Asus, MSI, Gigabyte, and the main brands, is over-engineered. So the slim cards, they're not slimmer cards. They are the right design. You know what I mean? Like, this is how much aluminum should go in the heatsink. There's no point in putting more. Kind of interesting, but basically now they refreshed everything and they just redid their designs with the correct cooling amount. My testing, we have this build in which I put the RTX 4090 Gaming X Trio Slim, and it's on the channel in case you want to just see how it is mounting it, the temperatures, etc. But basically, it runs very cool. It still stays at under 70 degrees. It is definitely a little bit warmer than a full size, I guess, beginning of the production RTX 4090, but the noise levels are the same, so really it's just 3 to 4, 5 maybe degrees more, so it's not going to make a difference. But that's exactly the point, it's not going to make a difference. So if you have a small case, you can buy one of these. Or if you want to prevent GPU sag, you can buy one of these, and we will cover that in a second. But really, there's no point in paying more for these at all. And if you don't have any kind of space issues or sag issues, I would still buy the beefier version because it's better. So you can overclock it better. It's what we do on the channel, undervolting overclocking. So I would buy the beefier one. But let's cover the last topic, GPU sag. So by going smaller, you can also prevent GPU sag because you have less aluminum weighing on the PCIe slot. As you know, that has been a massive issue with RTX 4000 series cards. They all come with mounting bracket. I actually have a mounting bracket tutorial for the RTX 4070 Ti Gigabyte because it's so big. Or they come with like strings to attach them to the top of the case. The most various design. But these, they are smaller, so you won't really be needing them, except for, you guessed it, the RTX 4090. As you can see, this is a bracket, and they give it in the box, and without it, it will actually sag a little bit. So on the RTX 4090 especially, I think these are kind of pointless. RTX 4070, 4080, they're a good buy, and they will make for an easier fitting in a smaller case. So this is the end of the video, a bit of a different video, but I thought I'd make it. So let me know down below in the comments if you have any other info about the slim cards, if you try them, if you like them, and hopefully I will see you guys in another video. Goodbye.